So Rise of the Tomb Raider is the sequel to the Tomb Raider reboot made by Crystal Dynamics and published by Square Enix. And first of all, I need to see this. The PC port is not broken! Yes! It's not broken. Finally, a PC port which actually stands on its own. It doesn't need fucking patch after patch after patch until it fucking works. Right. Alright, so this game takes everything that's learned from the Tomb Raider reboot and basically ups the ante. It refines everything to a T, and everything is so much better. In the previous game, you had great gameplay, you had a pretty good storyline, but it was missing one key component to a Tomb Raider game, and that is, there wasn't that many tombs in a Tomb Raider game. Well, that has been addressed here immensely. There's tombs every fucking where you go, and it is awesome to explore. So the story in Rise of the Tomb Raider is one of the best stories I have ever played through, and if me saying that isn't good enough, they won an award for best writing and they bet The Witcher 3. If that doesn't say how good the story is, I don't know what else to say. So the story for Rise of the Tomb Raider is basically about Lara Croft's dad was researching something but was never able to discover it. So Lara has now taken up the road to try and find it. And the thing which she's trying to find is an object which can give immortality to anyone that kind of looks at it, right? So Lara Croft wants to get it in order to give it to the world and cure everything. But she's not the only one that's trying to find it. The other people that are trying to find it, who call themselves Trinity, basically want to get that object in order to create an army of undead things, of unkillable people, and basically take over the world. You're gonna have to get to the object before they do. Otherwise, you're fucked.
Game over, man. It's game over. What the fuck are we gonna do now? What are we gonna do?
I couldn't stop playing this game. I had to keep on playing. I had to keep on finding out what happens next. And my god, it was so satisfying in the end. The game will take you around 13 plus hours to just complete the story alone. Just without backtracking and trying to find all of the things to get 100% in the game, it will take you 13 plus hours alone just to complete the story.
Constantine's not gonna like this, but it's better than getting picked off in the dark.
You got incoming!
So in Rise of the Tomb Raider, they have great character development. They have flashbacks of Lara Croft when she was a wee kid and she's talking to her dad, and you can see how she's feeling. You can see what's motivating Lara Croft in Rise of the Tomb Raider to do the things that she's currently doing from her past, and it's amazing to see it.
Dad, is everything all right? Dad?
The villains in this game are absolutely amazing. They're some of the best villains in a game I have ever played. They're believable. You understand why they're fighting. You sit there, you play, you see them, and you're like, and you think to yourself, if I was in that position, I'd probably do the same thing. Which scares the fuck out of me because, like, I can reason with them. And usually you can't do that with certain villains in the games.
How's it looking? I'm not sure I can stop the leak. This doesn't work. Let's grip the pipe and get a new valve. Not sure we'll be able to find spare parts out here.
I left you in charge here.
Yes, sir. But we didn't expect such heavy resistance.
You were to be my eyes. I expected you to see. You must know what is at stake with this operation.
Yes, but no. No.
You don't.
No.
How could someone like you? Go easy. Go easy. Don't fear the suffering. Our goal is within reach, but we must be vigilant. If we succeed here, a new world awaits. One of our own making.
Constantine, you're needed back at the prison right away. We've got a captive who might know something about the artifact.
Remain faithful. We will share in the glory of the divine source.
So in Rise of the Tomb Raider, you can change the difficulty. Of course you can, in every game you can for the story mode. But the difficulty doesn't just change the AI. It doesn't change how accurate they are. It doesn't change how much damage they do. It doesn't change how much damage they take. It changes everything. It changes from how your health regens. It changes from how much ammo you can find. It changes absolutely everything in the entire game. And when you do change the difficulty to a higher setting, the AI gets even better than before. The AI on normal difficulty is actually really awesome, and if you put it even further up, they become even better. They'll actually start looking for you, and if you manage to kill off a bunch of these people from above in one moment, and then you move on to the next scene, and there's another bunch of people, they will actually mention that they were check the trees, check them, and then if you end up killing them from the bushes, they will. In the next scene, they will actually say, check the bushes, and it's just really awesome and incredibly next-gen AI, which is something which Halo 5 desperately needed, which they didn't fucking have. So yeah, well done, Crystal Dynamics, well done.
Nothing over here.
Eyes up. She could be in the trees.
Shit. Weapons free.
So the gameplay is better than ever in Rise of the Tomb Raider. They refined it to a T from the previous game, and it's just so much fun just to play the game. You're not struggling with the controls. The guns feel so powerful. They feel like they do the job. They feel like they get everything done, and it's just so much fun to play. And I can't stop playing because the gameplay is so good. So in the game, there's multiple different skills levels of different enemies. You get the generic people who just wear like jumpers and they die from like one hit. And you get the other ones, which basically have riot gear on, or flamethrower. And when they decide to show up in the game, they make a fucking entrance. Customization is back in Rise of the Tomb Raider, and it is better than ever. You can customize absolutely anything. You can customize your guns by upgrading them, making them even better. You can customize your bow, you can customize your equipment, you can customize absolutely everything. And this leads in to the survival slash gathering techniques which has been implemented into the new Tomb Raiders. So all these components require you to go out into the world and pick up and loot things. So you have to take sticks slash leaves slash materials slash metals, ores in order to upgrade weapons, upgrade your equipment, and it just makes exploration even more amazing because there's always something to find. So let's talk about the graphics. Holy shit! What can I say about the graphics? I don't know. If I was rating the game for graphics alone, I'd probably give it a 10 out of 10. It's the best looking Tomb Raider ever created so far, and it shows. Just take a look at my face as soon as I started playing it. I couldn't believe what I was looking at.
The trail leads up the mountain. We'll have a good view of the valley beyond from the summit.
All right, let's take it easy here. This wind is crazy.
We just need to keep...
And the hair? What kind of system are they using for the hair? They're like rendering out every damn strand of hair one by one. You can see the hair flowing across the shoulders and you're like, what?
Keep moving.
Seriously, this game's probably got the best hair mechanics I've ever seen in the game. So the game has incredible sound design. Every shot from a gun sounds brutal. Every hit from you and your ice pick to a guy's skull sounds absolutely amazing. It sounds like you're crushing bone. Every hit sounds like you're doing something. Also, the sound of you crunching through the snow is absolutely so good, and it just immerses you even more, especially if you have headphones on.
Fresh kill. No meat. Back to camp.
Voice acting is on point. It is some of the best voice acting I've heard in the game. The lip syncing is great. I don't know what bad thing to say about this game. It's so fucking good.
You could have left me in that river.
Would you have left me?
I'd have thought about it.
What makes you think I didn't?
So, just like in the previous game, the deaths in Rise of the Tomb Raider are very brutal. Some of them, you just look at and you actually might feel sick. Now, in the last Tomb Raider game, some people caught on to the fact that Lara Croft's dying, breathing noises were a little bit too sexual. I didn't notice this until my friend pointed out, and now, yeah, I kind of agree. But in the Rise of Tomb Raider, I feel like they toned it down. Mind you, I didn't notice the first time when it was actually really loud, so I don't really know what to say. But it doesn't fucking bother me, because she's dying. Who wouldn't make that kind of noise when you're in stress or whatever? Yeah, I'm gonna stop now. So when the story of Tomb Raider ends, it gives the player a reason of why Lara is still at this place where you're going to be exploring even further, going to different tombs, acquiring new documents, doing all these different challenges to get 100% on these places. The game actually gives you a reason, and the reason being there's so much more to explore and find out. And Lara actually tells this to you, and you're like, what? Because usually games like this, they just end, and then when you start it back up, you're just there. You're just at this place, and you're like, why are you still there? Why haven't you left yet? And they actually give you a fucking reason why. And you're like, oh man, next gen.
There are still enemies in this valley. And there is still much to discover.
And then the credits roll, and then there's the special ending. So this special ending, it foreshadows a new Tomb Raider. It foreshadows Tomb Raider 3 or whatever it's gonna be called, and I can't fucking wait. It brings in a new bad guy, which you can. They did mention this guy, or you heard it. You heard the voice of this person in Rise of the Tomb Raider, but you never saw him. And at the end, you don't see him, but you hear his voice again, and it sets up a new Tomb Raider. Oh my god! I want it so badly. I want it.
But I want it now!
So when you've completed the story, when you've done all that, there's still something to do, and that is expeditions. So what is expeditions? Basically, it's a time waster. You're allowed to play through different levels and try and get higher scores or a shorter time, and you can try and beat your friends if you actually have friends in this game. I currently don't, since no one actually bought it on PC, and yeah, I'm all alone. But it's quite fun to play through, and it's just to waste a bit of time. I wasn't particularly bothered by it, and I wasn't particularly into it, so I'll leave you guys to decide if it's great or if it's just, you know, put in there. So let's talk about the very controversial microtransactions. So if you know me, I absolutely hate microtransactions. But in Rise of the Tomb Raider, they're there. They have microtransactions. But it's only used in expeditions. And it's used in a way where you get like cards, which gives you different abilities such as unlimited ammo and stuff like that. But the more overpowered the card is, the more of a percentage they actually take away from your final score. So it's kind of like a double-edged blade here, where even though you're going to be even faster, your score will be lower. But it didn't bother me in the slightest, since the mode doesn't require it to play. You can have fun without them, and it's not forced down your throats like most microtransactions are. They just kind of sit on the side, and you don't even need to use them at all, and it doesn't bother me. I can have fun playing Tomb Raider without spending a dime on microtransactions, and you can see that they weren't expecting to get a lot of money from microtransactions in this game, because they still have paid for DLC, which is absolutely fine by me, since it's story-driven DLC. It's not like you're splitting up the community or something. So I'm all for microtransactions in this game. Doesn't bother me, doesn't affect me, and anyone who does want to spend money on that, it's their decision. It's not forced down your throat. You don't have to use them, and when you start the game, it's not immediately clear you can buy them. It's just when you go into the marketplace until you realize that you can actually spend money on these kind of things. So after playing Rise of the Tomb Raider, I felt like something was missing from the game. First of all, the campaign felt like it should have had choices in it in some aspects. Like, I could choose to go down this road or down this kind of story path. But that being said, if that was enabled and I was allowed to choose from those kind of things, then I feel like that would have destroyed the story, and that may have made the game really shit. So I'll remove that point. But after completing the story, after trying out the expeditions, and wasn't really into the expedition kind of things, me personally, I'm not into kind of things where, oh, I've got to beat my friend's time. I'm like, nah, I can't be arsed with that, right? So I felt like something was missing, because after you complete the story, there's nothing that much there to keep on playing, the great gameplay that this game has. And that's where I feel like there should have been a multiplayer in here somewhere. Not like Call of Duty multiplayer, no, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like The Last of Us kind of multiplayer. And I feel like that would extend the game's lifespan and actually create an incredible community out of it. Just something for you to go in and have a blast playing through Rise of the Tomb Raider's gameplay with other people online and have so much fun. And I feel like that's where what this game's missing. So after saying all this, I actually love this game. Seriously, how can you not love a game which allows you to pick up chickens and throw them at people?
It's hard to admit.
You can pick up chickens and throw them around. How can you not love a game which has this? Seriously, you can throw chickens in this game. And when I found this out, this is how I felt. Remember, this is not of anger, this is of excitement.
He's gonna stop. Come on.
The game's story is incredible. The sound design, the graphics, the characters, the villains, every single aspect of this game is absolutely amazing. And it just sets up for a third one incredibly well, and I just cannot wait for it. Now, there's story-driven DLCs which are already coming out. There's one about, I think, a witch or something, which looks absolutely amazing. It's already out. I need to get it. I need to play it, because I want to play more of this amazing game, and I want to have a reason to do it. You're probably thinking, oh, he's probably going to give it a 10 out of 10 since he loves it so much. But the thing is, it's not. It's not a 10 out of 10 game. A 10 out of 10 game is perfect. Or 99.9% perfect, right? This game is not that. It's missing something. It's missing something which is going to keep people playing for much longer, and that's a multiplayer. It's missing a multiplayer. Something which will keep people playing for a long time, or more, or longer time, so they can experience the gameplay more and more. And that has to be a factor for my score. That once I complete the story, I felt kind of left out. I felt like I didn't need to play it again since I've already completed something. It's no like progression system or anything. I still went back and tried to complete 100%, but I feel like a multiplayer would have been absolutely amazing in this game. It would have extended the life of it for new, casual, and fans like me. So Rise of the Tomb Raider on PC gets a 9 out of 10. It is probably one of the best PC games I've played so far. It's just absolutely amazing. I couldn't stop playing this game. It blew me away around every corner. Lara is fucking awesome. She's cute as fuck. And holy shit, I want the next game. When's the next game coming out? I want it. Crystal Dynamics, where the fuck are you? Please, I want the new one. Right now.
Clutch her out!
So everyone, thank you so much for watching my review. It means a lot to me. If you liked it, go down below, click that subscribe button for more reviews, which will be coming in a couple of weeks time. I'm going to be doing XCOM 2 plus The Division in the future. For all my reviews now, I'm going to be doing the small wee sketch sketches like at the beginning of this review. That was a very hard thing to do. First of all, there was only 2 people on who was working on it, me and my friend, and we had like less than an hour to film it since it just stopped raining and then it just started raining. Sorry, I sound really bad in this review. I'm ill. I've been putting the recording off for a few days since my throat, I couldn't speak at all. But today sounds a bit better than before, and I can't want to get this review done. And if you haven't already, follow me on Twitter at Mr. Martash. I'm actually using that quite a lot now to get for people who actually do follow me to have a wee update of what's happening in the background of the reviews. So everyone, thanks so much for watching this video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.